Alright, hey, it is Meg here, and I'm shooting a kind of vlog video on how I'm going to be paying for a vehicle I'm going to be purchasing. So Hades Omega has never purchased a brand new automobile before. I bought a brand new motorcycle before, but I'm planning to replace my Toyota Prius and my Toyota Previa with one vehicle. So, and the vehicle I have chosen to accomplish that task of replacing both of those vehicles is a RAV4 Prime. Okay, so that's what I'm planning to get. I know they're kind of hard to get right now, and they're marked up and everything, but I'm just waiting. So, but I plan to get it this year sometime. That's what I'm hoping for. And to do that, it's like a $40,000, almost $40,000. Yeah, it's pretty much $40,000 vehicle, so it's pretty pricey. And some Hades Omega doesn't make a lot of money, so there is one way I can afford one. Is there are these programs in the state of California, okay, and more specifically the Bay Area. So if you live in California and in the Bay Area, or in the San Francisco Bay Area in California, then this probably applies to you more. If you don't, then this video probably won't help you, and you probably shouldn't watch it. But you could watch it just to see what it's all about. So anyway, that's what this video is about. I'll give you more info on this program, and I'll let you know, if is it right for you, type of thing. But basically it's a program that the state of California, more specifically the Bay Area Air Quality Management District, has allocated funds so that you can get a grant to buy a clean air vehicle, basically. Okay, like a electric vehicle, or battery electric vehicle, plug-in hybrid electric vehicle, and a hydrogen fuel cell vehicle. Okay, that kind of stuff. And you can get a grant of up to $9,500. So that's how I'm able to afford it. And there are all these other programs, like the California Clean Air rebate programs, and there's some other ones, and then there's the federal tax credit and all that stuff. So like 2021 is a good year to buy a clean air vehicle. All right, and specifically electric, hybrid, or plug-in hybrid electric vehicles. Okay, or hydrogen. Hades Omega was looking at the hydrogen ones, and it looks very tempting. But if I just needed something to drive for like 3 years, for the free gas, then I would choose it. But I kind of need the reason Hades Omega is getting the RAV4 Prime is I kind of need something that's like combine the utility and cargo space and the power like of a van, and like the fuel economy of the Prius. So that's one reason I want to go with the RAV4 Prime. Okay, anyway, let's go see what this program is all about, and let's see what requirements there has to be. So I know one of the requirements is you have to live in California, and you have to retire a vehicle. Okay, that's what you have to do. That's the big thing about this program. You got to retire a vehicle, so your vehicle must qualify. Okay, also, so that's another thing. So so let's go over the requirements and like all the 411 about this program here, and then I will kind of show you. I'll kind of give you some tips on how to apply for it, because I'm probably going to submit all the paperwork today. Okay, but I don't know what's going to happen after that. All I know is that that once you submit all the paperwork, someone's going to go through it, and then they're going to say yay or nay. And if they say yay, you can go ahead and do it. You got to take your vehicle to a scrapyard or something, a vehicle dismantler, something like that, or it's a salvage yard, something like that. And you got to take it there, and then they got to inspect it, and they have to see if it's like actually. I don't know why they want it to be drivable, because I don't know, maybe they just don't want you to get rid of like a junk car or something. Okay, but it has to be, you have to have it for like 2 years. Okay, it has to be, you have to be operating it for 2 years, and a bunch of other stuff. We'll go over it. All right. Okay, here's my go. Okay, so this is the Bay Area Quality Management District Clean Cars for All website. Okay, and This is the program overview page. All right, so we're gonna go over all this stuff here, like how to qualify, how to check if you qualify for it and how much you can get for it, you know, that kind of stuff. And I think you can only use this once. Okay, so I guess I don't know if it's once per household, but I know it's, you know, one person can only use it once. And then yeah, you gotta give up a vehicle for it. So it's in your best interest to get rid of the one with the least value to it. So okay, so anyway, so learn about steps you can take to replace your vehicle and receive funding. Okay, so so my plan is I'm going to replace the Toyota Previa, and then I'm going to sell my Prius so I can afford this RAV4 Prime. Okay, because it's very expensive. It's like twice the price of a Prius. Okay, so here it is. So Bay Area residents must complete an application to verify eligibility. So you basically, yeah, you got to do what I'm doing. I'm applying for it. It has to be approved, and then the vehicle has to be authorized by a dismantler. Okay, that's what I was talking about. And then the pre-inspection, so they're going to inspect it before, and then they're going to inspect it after you get your new vehicle, because you're going to turn it into them. While the Bay Area's shelter-in-place orders are in fact virtual, pre-inspections are also available. Oh, interesting. Okay, well, I don't care. I can take it there. You can take a look at my old van, man. Okay, so there's a pre and a post-inspection, and then your vehicle, if your vehicle passes a pre-inspection, you sign the terms and conditions, and then you receive. So you got to pass the pre-inspection. So first, the first thing you got to do. Oh yeah. It's all right here down here. Let's take a look at this right here. Okay, so first you gotta apply, and you gotta submit them all your documents and stuff. It's actually not too hard. I did it all last night. It took me like an hour or two. Okay, but you have to have all the documents ready. And then they're gonna do a pre-inspection. You're gonna bring it to a dismantler, and they're gonna take it, and they're gonna drive. I think they're supposed to drive it like 25 feet forward and backwards, and then that's it. And it has to start under its own power. That's another thing. Okay, and then you're gonna get an award letter if you agree to it. You know, if you agree to give up your vehicle. And then you would go buy or lease the vehicle. So you don't have to buy it. You can lease it if you want to, okay, according to this. No, my plan is to buy it. I'm planning to own this RAV4 for like a long time. So this is the car. Buy or lease a replacement vehicle, and then or collect a prepaid card. Interesting. Okay, so I think when you buy it, they're supposed to already take out that, you know, however your grant amount is. They're going to take it out of the price, like right there, and then you know, pay whatever, and then you can finance it, or, you know, whatever. And then once you buy your new vehicle, you got to turn your old vehicle into the dismantler. Okay, and then here are the grant amounts. So it's dependent on your household income. Okay, but I'm like single, and like I'm one person, so yeah, so I guess if you're like married or something, that would count as like a household. Okay, so like only one of you would be able to get a vehicle. That's what I'm gonna say. And then it says you may choose to turn in your old vehicle for a prepaid card for public transit or e-bikes, or yeah, okay. So anyway, for a hybrid vehicle, a plug-in hybrid vehicle, oh, it has to be a plug-in. Okay, never mind. You can't be a hybrid vehicle. I guess it has to be a plug-in hybrid. It's 55. You can get somewhere from 5,500 to 9,500, and it's the same for a battery electric and a fuel cell vehicle. And then there's some like you can get an electric bicycle or something. And then there are funds to get an optional home charger too. So if you want to do that. Okay, so the average clean cars for all vehicle costs $28,000. The 180s Omega is around $38,000. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's going to be more than $40,000, you know, out the door. And the average clean cars for all its incentive is $8,500. The average loan financing for, so basically, and the way that works, you know, why they give you like $5,500 or $9,500, it's dependent on how much your income is. Okay. and then it says additional $500 will be awarded to clean vehicle grantees that are enrolled in one of the following low-income programs. Okay, so you can pause that and take a look at that. I don't think I'm part of any of those. Yeah, so they're just trying to help people that with low incomes purchase, you know, clean air vehicles, you know, electric vehicles. Okay, so we're going to go over to eligibility. So that was pretty much the process. I'll go over it real quick again. So you got to apply, and you have to be eligible, and you have to apply, and then you get your vehicle inspected, and then they will send you an award letter saying, hey, you're good to go. And then you would go to your, you know, to a dealer and buy the vehicle or lease the vehicle, and then they'll, you know, that money they'll take X amount out of the cost, okay, and then you will pay the rest, and then you get to turn in your old vehicle. Okay, that's the process. Okay, so these are the eligibility requirements. But first is location. You have to live in the Bay Area, the California Bay Area. So that's the program. Now there may be other programs in California in different locations too. So, but this is for Bay Area Air Quality Management District. Like, they're the ones that are doing this. Okay, I will put a link to this webpage also. And then your income. So you can't like make more than like 50,000 or something, or 100,000, something like that. Depending on your income is how much your grant is going to be. Okay, and then the vehicle. Your vehicle the vehicle that you're replacing has to be a California vehicle, okay, under your name, registered in California, and it has to be a model year 2005 or older. Now I think they're going for 15 years. So as of 2021, I think 2006 is also. It would probably also count also. Okay, and it has to be operational. You have to be able to, you know, it has to be street legal, basically, and registered and everything, and it has to be under 10,000 pounds. Okay, so you can't do like a box truck or something. Okay, and then you have to be a new applicant. Okay, so you are a new applicant to a vehicle replacement and grant program. So basically, yeah, that means that this has to be your first time. You can't have done this already. You can only do it once. Okay, so these zip codes are eligible for this program. Okay, so there's a big long list of them. Okay, I'm in there somewhere. These are the income requirements. Okay, so depending on how many people in your household. Okay, I guess children count, like, but like I said, I'm single, so I would be one. Okay, and then depending on how much your income is, will be how much the grant is. Okay, so if you make 28,000, you get the maximum amount. Okay, less if you make 28,000 or less, and then 38,000 or less, you get the middle grant, and then the base grant is 51,000 or less. Okay, so and then this is like I said, if there's more people in your household. And then yeah, so these are the different grants. Okay, so if you qualify to get the maximum grant, that means if you're single, you made $28,000 or less, then you can get the maximum grant. Okay, that's like a 95,000 plus you get an EVSE. I guess all of them you can get an EVSE. That's pretty nice. So I guess I'm gonna get an EVSE while I'm at it, even though I got one already. You could, so it's pretty much $9,500 for everything, unless you're gonna get an e-bike, which is $7,500. Okay, it's the same for the other tiers too. So if you get the medium level grant, you get $7,500. Oh, it's $7,500. Okay, and then if you get the base grant, you can get $5,500, but you still get $7,500 to buy an e-bike. Okay, and then I guess the EVSE is you get a $2,000 rebate. So you buy it, and then they'll give you a rebate up to $2,000. Okay, that's a pretty expensive EVSE, I guess. All right, so you got to be a new applicant. I'm not really going to go over that. This is got to be your first time. You can't have done this already. So this is the vehicles they're targeting, 2005 or older. Yeah, and then And then non-eligible vehicles, these are the vehicles that aren't eligible. Dismantled or salvaged vehicles that are not currently registered. Dismantled or salvaged vehicles that have not been re-registered. Okay, so like, yeah, if your car got in an accident or something, and then like and then it's, you know, it's messed up, you know, you didn't register it, then you can't thing it. Okay, it has to be an operatable condition. It has to be registered, and you have to be able to drive it on the street. Okay, it has to be it can't be registered to a nonprofit or business, and it can't operated by a public agency. Okay, it can't be part of a public agency or fleet, and it's undergoing a transfer or ownership. Okay, and then there's some info here if you want to contact them if you got more questions. Okay, so that's the eligibility requirements. I believe I make them all, and I make the max grant. Okay, so this is that mobility options thing. So if you didn't want to get a vehicle, an automobile, you could get a card. Okay, they'll give you like a public transit card, so you can take public transit and like, you know, have to pay, you know, I mean, you're paying with like a card or something. It's a prepaid card. I guess ride share, they'll give you like, you know, an Uber account with like X amount of dollars in it, I guess. And then e-bike, you can purchase an e-bike, okay, with that. So that's the public transit card, and that's the e-bike. Okay, so you can buy an e-bike with this program, but IDs Mega is going to use it to buy a RAV4. Okay, so these are some of the application things that you have to go over. You would click here, apply now, and then you'd have to make an account with them. Okay, these are like the terms and stuff, and then this is the vehicle checklist. Yeah, let's check this vehicle checklist out. So this is kind of more in depth. This is what they're going to go over on to check to see if your vehicle is eligible. Okay, so it has to be a new or used plug-in hybrid electric vehicle. So you could be used. Okay, the vehicle that you're buying, it could be used. I don't know how old it shouldn't be, like too old, I guess, but yeah, I think you have to buy it from like a dealer, like a legit dealer. But yeah, it has to be a new or used plug-in hybrid electric battery electric vehicle. So no hybrids. Okay, so it has to be a plug-in hybrid or a battery electric vehicle or a fuel cell. Okay, no hybrids. Just like hybrids without a plug. No hybrids. And then the lease vehicles have to be new. That's pretty obvious, because I don't know, can you lease a used vehicle? I suppose you can, I'm not sure. The vehicle must be 8 model years old and newer. Okay, so that's for 2021, 2014 or newer. Okay, so what this means, the vehicle must be 8 model years old and newer. So you can buy or lease a vehicle. I know you can't lease, but you can buy a used one all the way down to 2014. So there's somebody was selling a used 2014, I don't know, Chevy Bolt, Chevy Volt, yeah, Chevy Volt or Bolt, yeah. You could use this program to buy it. Okay, the odometer has to have less than 75,000 miles. Okay, there's no modifications to the vehicle's emissions system. No modifications of the vehicle. It should be brand new anyway. So, but I guess that's probably more for like a used vehicle. Okay, it has to be a clean title, so you can't buy a salvaged vehicle. Okay, it has to have a clean title. The vehicle must not have any open recalls. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so hopefully when you buy it, they have done all the recalls on it already. Used vehicles must have a minimum 3-day return period. New vehicles do not have a return period. Okay, so you can return the vehicle in 3 days if it's used. It's kind of weird. Vehicle cannot have a sale price above 46,000. Ooh, look at that. Okay, there you go. So, okay. I think, I don't know, whatever the base price is can only go up to 46,000. Oh, so that leads me to believe, like I think the new Tesla Model Y is like starts at 50,000. You couldn't buy a Model Y with this program, unfortunately. The RAV4 Prime is about $40,000. I think it's fine, okay? And that excludes the taxes, fees, warranties, or accessories on the vehicle, okay? It has to be like, I guess, the base price. I think the base price on a RAV4 Prime SE model is like $38,000, okay? Or $40,000. And then you have to register the new vehicle in California so they can get their tax money, you know. If you need an auto loan, is your interest rate less than 16%? Okay. That's interesting. So I'm gonna have to go to my bank and check that out to see if they'll do that. But yeah, that's the checklist for the vehicle that you're gonna get. Okay. So I guess you would take this with you to the dealer, and then they would, like, you know, check all these off. Okay. If you answered yes to all of the above, then you are one step oh, it's just a checklist to see if the vehicle that you want to buy, you can buy it with this program. Okay. Okay, so the next thing you have to do is you have to do your income taxes. Okay, so I just did my income taxes last week, and I knew, like, yeah, when I'm ready to apply for the program, I'm going to do it after I do my taxes. Okay, so I submitted my taxes, and then you can get what's called a form W-9. Okay, this is what the W-9 form looks like. This is a request. Oh, okay, no, yeah, you have to fill this out. Basically, you fill this out and you give it to them. Okay, so this is like, I think what it does is authorize them to look at your tax info and stuff. Okay, so you would download this, and then you would fill it out, and then you would submit it. Okay, so that's what it looks like. And just in case you guys are wondering, it's name, you're an individual or whatever, you should be an individual, and then your address, and then your social security number, and then your signature, and a date. Okay, if you're not comfortable with giving away that info to this program, then this is not the program for you. All right, so, and then you have to do an income verification. So this is the one, you have to do your income taxes. Okay, so you do your income taxes, and then you can go to the IRS website and you can get this form. Okay, so this is a tax return transcript. All right, I'd already downloaded it, but it's gonna look like this. Okay, it's gonna have IRS, and it's gonna say somewhere around here, it's gonna say how much you made. You know, I think it's adjusted gross income, I think is how much you make. Okay, but you're gonna get this from the IRS website. All right, that's right here. Okay, so yeah, so you would go to the IRS website here, and then you would get a transcript. That's what you need. So you would go here. You can do it online, or you can request it by mail. If you do it online, you can do it right away. Okay, so you would get the transcript, click on get transcript, and then you would create your account. Okay, you get to create an account, and then you have to log in. Okay, and then when you log in, you can go ahead and I will log in, and then I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so you're gonna log in, and it's gonna ask you for a reason you need your transcript. Okay, it basically has you log in with your password, and then it asks you for they're gonna send you a text message with a number on it, so just to make sure it's you. And then you're just gonna I pick income verification. Okay, and you just go, this is nothing, you don't put anything in here. Okay, and then here is where you can download your transcripts. Okay, this all the way down from 2017. I guess you can do it all also. Okay, so for whatever reason, I don't have transcripts dating for older than 2016, but you would want to get the newest one, so 2020 for the case of this video. Okay, so that's what it looks like when you would just click on this, and then it'd give you your transcript. Okay, this is the one I chose. Okay, the 2020 return transcript. Okay, that's what they want. Okay, yep, so you'll have that transcript, and you will submit that with your documents, and then you need a copy of your driver's license. Pretty self-explanatory there. You need a copy of the title of the vehicle. Okay, so you have to have the title of the vehicle. Make sure you got that. And then you have to have a DMV vehicle history. Okay, there's 4 ways to verify your DMV registration history. Okay, one is to provide your DMV registration history if there is a lapse of 120 days you can provide insurance or repair invoices. Okay. You can provide the past 2 years of registration cards. That's the one that I chose. Okay, I have 2 years worth of registration cards. So yeah, don't throw away your old registration cards, because you could use them for this program. If there is a lapse totaling 120 days, you can provide. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna go over what they are. So provide the past 2 years of registration cards. So that for this year it would be, I need the 2021 and the 2020. If you can get your DMV registration history or provide 2 years of registration cards, then you can provide a current registration card and 2 years of insurance or repair. Okay, that's kind of weird. If a vehicle with a clean title is unregistered due to failed smog check, we can accept DMV vehicle registration renewal notice. So you can give them a renewal notice and your proof that you failed smog. So if you got a vehicle that doesn't pass smog and you just want to get rid of it, you know, because you don't want to smog anymore, and you want an electric car, you can do this. Okay, so you can do that, but you have to show proof that you failed the smog check, and that it's up for renewal. Okay, so that would mean, yeah, you would have to have been driving it before that. Okay, and you can't mix and match document types. Okay, so I chose to go with provide 2 years of registration cards. Okay. Proof of operability. Okay, this doesn't really apply if you're actually driving your vehicle. Okay, but if you don't have proof, that, yeah, this is only required if it's not registered and it doesn't meet the retired vehicle eligibility. You can still kind of use it or something. Okay. Yeah, and then this is proof of residency. So you got to have a California driver's license, or you have to have examples, utility bill, a cell phone bill, pay stub, property tax, etc. Okay, so you got to have a proof of residency within the past if only required. Oh, okay. This is only if your driver's license is not the correct your current address. Okay, so like if you moved somewhere and you didn't update your driver's license, then yeah, you're gonna have to give them like a bill or a utility bill or something. Okay, kind of like, you know, when you buy a gun or something. All right, so yeah, that's pretty much it. Those are all the documents that you got to do, and that's kind of where I'm at. I've already gathered all of these documents and I'm ready to submit them. Okay, and I'll show you what that looks like. So we'll go to apply now. Then I'll log in. Okay, and then you would go okay, so here on the corner here, so you have to make a login, okay, for the Bay Area Air Quality Management District here. Okay, and then you would go to Clean Cars for All, and then you would click on apply. Okay, and then you would go submit your documents through here, and then it pretty much has all the info from the website. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna kind of I'll go over some of the eligibility. So the first thing you fill out when you do the application, it's gonna ask you these questions, okay, to see if you're eligible. It's gonna ask what your current home address right now. Okay, mine's 95133. What model year of the vehicle you would like to retire. Okay, and my van is a 1991, so it would be 2005 or older. And then, has the vehicle been registered or operated in California the last 2 years? Yes, it has. I take very good care of that van. How many people are in your household? I put 1. Okay, it's just me. I'm single. What is your annual household income? Okay, oh, surprise. Today's Mega made $22,450 last year. Not a lot. Okay, so yeah, apparently I have 176%. I'm at the federal poverty level and a little bit more. That's what I'm gonna say. But yeah, there's this weird thing, like it says you can't be more than 500% above the poverty level. So that's like, I think the poverty level is like 15,000 or something. So yeah. So that means I'm above the poverty level 76%. Okay, so that means I still qualify. Okay, so that's just the first part, and then you got to go submit all your documents. I will kind of show that when I submit. Oh, okay, so here's the other stuff that's in the application. I'm just going to go over it real quick, and then that'll be it. But yeah, you got to submit all those documents that I was talking about. That's the big part right there. So which best describes your living situation? You got to answer all these questions. I haven't answered these yet, so there's no answers. How long have you lived at this address? Do you own your own home? Do you file taxes last year? How did you file taxes? Have you or anyone in your household ever received a grant from the, nope. Have you received a grant from another vehicle replacement? Oh yes, so these are the other ones. Clean Vehicle Assistance Program, Drive Clean Assistance Program, Drive Clean in San Joaquin, Replace Your Ride, or Clean Cars for All. So there are these. Oh, this is a Sacramento one. Okay, so if you live in Sacramento or San Joaquin Valley, there are programs similar to this. Okay, but this one is specifically for the Bay Area. Okay, the one that I'm doing right now. But in California, just take a look around. You know, wherever you live, there might be a program like this around. Okay. Is someone helping you fill out this application? Nope. They're going to ask for your driver's license info, the vehicle info. Oh wow, it's a lot of stuff. Yeah, let's go over that real quick. The model year, the make, model, trim. I think mine's a DX or something. Vehicle ID number. I think you can get all this. You can get pretty much all of this from the registration or the pink slip, okay? Or you just go check it yourself. Registration status, and the odometer reading, so you got to go get the current odometer reading. And name on certificate of title. How long has your vehicle's certificate of title been registered in your name? I've had it for quite some time. Yeah, they don't want you to go out. So the reason they're asking you all these questions and stuff is to make sure you're not going to go out and buy, like, you know, a Toyota Corolla for like $500, you know, and then try to use this program to buy a newer vehicle with it. Okay, they don't want you doing that. They want you to have replace a vehicle that you've been driving for a while. Okay. So people trying to cheat the system. Okay, which clean transportation option are you choosing? I'm gonna do the plug-in hybrid electric vehicle. Before I thought they did hybrids. I'm not sure. I'm thinking of a different program. Okay, that's my federal poverty level. Will you require a loan? Yes, I will. Are you enrolled in one of the following low-income state programs? How did you hear about this program? And any comments? Okay, and then this is where you upload your documents. You would upload your W-9 form, which I still have to do, the income verification, the DMV vehicle registration, your California driver's license, certificate of title, proof of operability. That's the I'm using the registration, proof of residency, driver's license, proof of enrollment in low-income program. I'm not in a low-income program. Oh, that's right. They said you get an extra $500 if you're in one of these low-income maybe Hazel Mega should sign up for a low-income program. I don't know. Since I'm so poor. Okay, and then these are some, and then you got to sign and date it. Okay. All right. So I went through the whole document with you guys. That's the whole process. Well, okay. After you submit all this stuff, they're gonna say, hey, you qualify, and then you're gonna go take your vehicle to a dismantler. Okay. And then so that's that's where I'm at right now. I'm trying to finish this application, and I have documents gathered already. All right, I hope that was an informative vlog video. That's how I plan to purchase a RAV4 Prime this year, because I'm poor and I can't afford one, so I need help to buy it. Okay, and I would really, I know all my vehicles are getting kind of old, so it would be nice to get a newer one. I think this is going to be the last vehicle I'll have before I die. Okay, so or last new vehicle, anyways. That's what I'm going to say. I plan on keeping this one for a long time. But yeah, there's this program. It's called Clean Cars for All in the Bay Area. There is one. They said there's one in Sacramento and there's one in the San Joaquin Valley. If you're in SoCal, there might be some other programs you're gonna have to look. You know, if you're in California, they have these programs so they can help you buy a clean vehicle, okay, clean air vehicle. If you and you know, Hades Mega is not the biggest environmental nut out there, man, but I'll tell you this, you know, if you've ever driven behind those old like 60s or 70s cars, you know, with no catalytic converter, dude, you're just choking on the gas fumes coming out of it, man. It's so horrible. So I do like to have clean air to breathe, okay? So okay, yeah, I hope that was an informative video. I hope it helped some people out, you know. A lot of people don't know about these programs, so like yeah, and they run out of funds, so like you know, it's a good time at the beginning of the year is probably the best time to do this, okay? And the grant amounts may change throughout the years. It may become more, may become less, okay, but $9,500, that's a big chunk of money, you know. So you know, I get to drive the clean car of my dreams, basically, you know. So it allows me to, well, you can't do it for more than $47,000 vehicle, okay? So you can't buy a super duper fancy vehicle, okay, with this program, okay? Hades Mega, the one Hades Mega wants is almost there. It's almost. That's what I'm gonna say. Yeah. All right. So yeah. So that was a vlog on about the information on the Clean Cars for All program, the eligibility requirements, and how to fill out the paperwork and all that stuff, okay? That's where I'm at right now. All right, here's my go. I don't plan, it's like March. I'm not planning to really purchase this vehicle until maybe like around June, or until like half the year, or until I could find the vehicle I'm looking for. Like I would buy it right away, you know. I kind of have some money saved up, so, but it's just hard to find one that's not marked up a whole lot. Okay, there's no way I'm gonna buy it like if it's marked up, especially if it was marked up, it would cost too much, and then, you know, they wouldn't pay for it. That's what it say, $47,000, right? So I saw a RAV4 Prime the other day. It was marked up $15,000. It was like $60,000 almost. It's ridiculous, right? There's no way, you know, I don't think they would pay for that. All right, so yeah, I've just got to wait for the right, you know, the right one, the right vehicle. All right, here's the go.